know, when you go through one like that, I always look at the stat sheet to make sure it only counted one loss, because that was a thorough beating. They were fabulous. They played great. Where did Matt Jones come from in the first half? He was really good, and I thought their ball pressure harassed us, bothered us, and never really let Jaron Grant or any of us get into any kind of rhythm. Winslow and Okafor were fabulous, and you know, it was one of those where you're hanging on for dear life. And in this league, you got to have kind of a short memory, because we got a tough one at Clemson coming real quick. But I just thought I've seen them play a bunch. It has to be one of their best outings. They got to our lane too easy. After we go up 6-0, then it was like driving us, and you know, that really hurt us. Our defense kind of let us down today.
Why was it so hard to respond to their run? When you're up 6-0 and all of a sudden the run?
Yeah, I think it was their defense, Tom. I mean, they really contested and pressured the ball, and you know, again, when they were still fresh, they were so good on the ball screen, and that's so important to us. I thought Okafor was better on the ball screen than I've ever seen him all season, and you know, I know that's a work in progress, and you know, that we thought we got a little more of that in South Bend. We couldn't get any of it today with Jaron.
What was the halftime message when you're down by that much?
You know, you're talking about, let's play 4-minute segments and see if we can chip away a little bit and make it interesting. You know, you give them hope, because you know, we've been good offensively and we've been able to put numbers up. Maybe you can make it interesting, but we had one little segment there in the second half that looked like us, and they kind of quickly answered, and you know, then you just I just wanted us to finish the game playing with some of our habits. And, you know, it was nice. I got some guys in the game in Cameron Indoor Stadium, some kids that have watched this place for so long, but I got our key guys out because we got a game coming Tuesday, and let's get out of here, and got to have a short memory, win or lose in league play.
You mentioned the game Tuesday. How much do you tell these guys forget about this one, or how much do you?
Yeah, you know, we'll move on quick. I would hope and I would think, given the leaders that I have in this group and what they've shown all year, they'll be really energized to bounce back in another tough place to play against a team that can guard us really just as well. They make it hard. So we've got our big challenge at Clemson. Clemson's slowly becoming an NCAA tournament team. You know, they've been off the radar. They're not just sneaking up on everybody. They're really good.
Do you think the atmosphere got to them today?
I would think the atmosphere here, as many atmospheres as we've been in, I think it probably knocked them back on their heels just looking at them a little bit. And as much as you try to diffuse it, I haven't been in a while. It's amazing. It's a really amazing home court atmosphere they have here.
What do you say,
There may be
Jaron?
one or two things you can look at specifically was different in the game up there and the game down here.
Their defense was better, you know, especially overall their defense was, you know, in the first half when they threw basically the knockout punch came in the first half, their defense was really good for 20 minutes. We couldn't get any kind of confidence going. And, you know, a lot of times with any team, when you can't score it, you don't maybe dig in as hard defensively because you're searching on how am I going to score, and I think Grant and Connaughton got caught in that a little bit. God, we can't get anything going, and then you don't concentrate as much defensively. In South Bend, we were able to score it a little bit more against them.
What do you say to Jaron with the frustration?
Yeah,
that
I mean, you know, it's a tough night. What was he from the line? 1 for 7?
1 for 7.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's been so good for us. Maybe he was due one of these. Duke had a lot to do with it, and so did Quinn Cook. I thought Quinn Cook really guarded him, his old high school teammate, but maybe you got to move on quick. I mean, we'll tear up the stat sheet, throw the video away. We got to get in and practice tomorrow and get ready to head south again.
Do you sense that these guys will bounce back quickly, or what's your pulse of the team? Read on the pulse of the team?
You know, I would think this group will bounce back very quick. I mean, they've been through a lot. They've been a real together group. This is their first butt kicking. So, you know, knowing the kind of guys and especially the kind of leaders I have, I would think they're going to rally the troops and have a little edge about them first in practice tomorrow.
You pulled Jackson aside before the second half. He looked like the first guy that kind of got angry at what was going on.
He was really good in a timeout. He went off on guys in the first half, and, you know, I just wanted to reinforce how important a leader he's becoming for us. In the midst of a tough night, I thought for him, he emerged yet with another step of being a vocal guy. He ripped everybody in a timeout. And I told him at halftime, and I told him throughout the game, I love that. He challenged, you know, it wasn't Pat and Jaron, it was him. And then he backed it up. Like he was doing it and then backing it up. So we continue to grow him as a leader for the rest of this season, and especially next year.
I know you want the guys to bounce back, but how do you move forward? Because you've never had a game like this lopsided in your career here.
Here or ever?
Well, at Notre Dame, ever.
Okay. You know, I have one of the shortest memories ever. I'm going to watch the Virginia-Louisville game tonight, and I'll be fine, believe me. When I wake up tomorrow, we'll be on to the next one. You know, we're in a great position in the league. We're still in, you know, again, they'd only count one loss, right? I had to double check. Sometimes you do look twice at the stat. Counted one. You know, Louisville gets Virginia tonight. This thing is still interesting down the stretch, and I think that's one of the things I have to talk to our guys about tomorrow. Like, you know, you're in the race here down the stretch, so we'll move on quick and go north and then head back south. You know, I do love traveling south. I got to admit, I love traveling south. You know, when we travel in the Big East, we were always flying from snow to snow. Now I come down here in the Carolinas, I see the pine trees and I hear southern accents and I get sweet tea. It's been really nice until today. Thank you.